Live from the rinks. Friday night hockey on the Long Island Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League varsity action. Tonight's matchup between the St. Anthony's Friars and the Kings Park Commack Knights. Welcome everyone, my name is Jack Zisk and I'll be on the call tonight. On behalf of the entire crew here at the rinks, I'd like to thank you for joining us. We got a great one in store for you here tonight. Friars on a 5-game heater, coming into this one hot. They haven't lost since they last met the Knights, and that's all the way back on November 27th. That was Jack Mancini's first game since a return to injury. Since then, the Friars have not lost. They have a tie against the Bulls. They're 8-0-1 since then. And they've really been on fire here. They're the only team to beat East Islip in regulation. Sure, Ryan and Oster's out of the lineup, but when the Friars don't have Brady Monteleone, that's about as close to evening the score as you can get. We got an exciting one in for you tonight, and we go back, all the way back to September 18th, opening night. Jesse Lemza opens the scoring in the first. Knights tack another 2 on in the second. Zach Sorrell finds the back of the net. And Gerard Nealon makes it 1-goal game before Stefan Hudzinski pots the empty netter. And I still remember, you can go back, check the score sheet, say Tyler Granelli, it was Stefan Hudzinski. I remember editing that one back when we were just starting out with the articles. And if you haven't seen those are on lihockey.com. And then, fast forward to November 27th. Sattler and Hudzinski open the scoring. 2 unanswered goals in the first frame. Knights are in command. They happen in the first 4, or really 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes of the game. And then, from that point on in the second period, Knights were in control the first period, second period, then all of a sudden, correction, no, my apologies, that was actually, looking at the wrong one, my apologies, had an issue with my notes, give me a moment, but Friars came out flying, they end up potting too early. What ends up happening is the Knights pot too early. Friars end up coming back, and it was a great game to call. But they haven't lost since. You gotta believe the defending champs want that one back. The early goal from Jesse Lemza. The Knights going up 3-0 after they went up 2-0 in the first one. And you have that delay of game for the broken glass. We all have to stop. The momentum changes, and the Knights hold on to win. So when you look at that one, when you look at tonight, we got a great one in store for you. Leading scorers coming into tonight, Gerard Nealon leads all Friars in points with 23. He's the only Friar in the 20s, but here's the interesting thing about the Friars. They have over half their roster, 11 players in double digits. Michael Catazone, the all-star defenseman, he's right behind him. Anthony Scorscia, 7 points, 10 games. He's injured. Jack Mancini, 3 points, 9 games. He's coming back from injury. So a lot of the guys who aren't in double digits, they still could be. They have Thomas, TJ, really referred to him as TJ Olmschneider, in between the pipes. You take a look at the goaltending stats, well, guess what? Go look at the shutout leaders in the league. You're going to find some familiar names. TJ Olmschneider at the top. And the Knights netminder in between the pipes tonight, Jason Krauthammer. He's right behind him with 3, tied with Aiden Halliday and Brody Dixon for second in the league. So, and when you look at GAA, you go look at the top 5, you're going to find a couple other familiar names. Krauthammer, 198. Olmschneider, 2. So, these goaltenders right at the top of their league, right at the top of their game, you got a St. Anthony squad that's really deep. And on the other side, well, you got Jesse Lemza and Tyler Granelli. They're leading the pack here for KPC. They had a lot of turnover. They lost Matt Brazil, and it didn't all that much impact them in all honesty. You lose a 50-point score, you expect a regression? No, Knights came out flying, and they've been dominant all year. That tie against West Islip comes when they have 7 players out of the lineup, 2 for suspensions, 2 for injuries. Nick Sattler back in the lineup here tonight. And they have 2 JV call-ups, and they end up tying a West Islip team led by Kieran Pollard, who are battling for their lives in the postseason. Their fate won't be decided until next week. And in part, the Knights will have a role to play in that when they play Ward Melville again. But for now, it's the Friars, it's the Knights, and it's Friday night hockey. It's going to be Granelli out for the opening draw. You have to expect Stefan Hudzinski back on that top line with them at full strength. I guess not. I guess it's going to be Ronald Kemley on that top line. Thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network. So Kemley is on the top line with Lemza and Grinelli. Other side is Louis Catallo, the fourth, centering Monteleone. That's Brady Monteleone, the captain, and Devin Curry on the back end. Brody O'Doherty, Jack Mancini on the other side, Connor Cohen, and Ryan First for the Knights. Face off at center. Their third and final meeting of the regular season. Draw is won back by the Friars, but they won it back too far. Brody O'Doherty under pressure from Grinelli. Reversing it into the corner, Catallo. Lead pass off the boot of Curry. Grinelli gets to work on the cycle, reversing that one into the weak side corner. Mancini battling with Lemza. And the puck comes out of his own. Friars on the attack, 3-on-2. Mancini lost the handle. KPC gets the clear. Brody O'Doherty has to settle it. Got tied up. Louis Catallo, the fourth, as I got tongue-tied. Now Monteleone chips it in. Devin Curry on the chase. Chasing Crownhammer. Gives it to Ryan First. The Knights defenseman holds. Moves it to Cohen. Looking up ice. Pass to Lemza. Batted out of midair by Kemley. It's a high stick. But the Friars play it first. Catallo now heading up ice. Pulls up shot. Glove save and a beauty. Jason Krauthammer. 14-11 remaining in the first period. These teams come out flying. They do not like each other. They do not keep that closely guarded secret. So expect some physical play here tonight. Zach Sorrell out in the dot. Tommy Azaridi, Gerard Nealon flanking him. That's Daniel Savalos and Cormac Terry on the back end. Knights have won the draw. Stefan Hudzinski, the Knights captain. Lead pass intended for Coyle. That goes the length of the ice. And we get a stoppage. Hudzinski, the all-star, the senior. And now puck heads all the way back down. He's on a line with John Coyle, returned from a suspension. Jack Salva the same, if I'm not mistaken. On the back end, trying to make out the defenseman. Let you know when I can make the numbers out. Face off, tied up. Friars. Azaridi shot, knocked down by Coyle. Second attempt, rebound comes free. Nealon sends it into the corner. Comes to Sattler. His first game since return to injury, paired with Maximus Hudzinski, younger brother of Stefan, my apologies, and someone you're going to be watching for multiple years in the future. Puck comes back. Friars. Terry to Zabalos. To Sorrell, looking across to Tommy Azaridi, the former freshman phenom. Coming in, fires, shot off the shoulder, glancing off the glass. Comes up the wall, but the Friars send it back in. Knights have possession. D to D. Sattler has it. Crosses the red line, chips it in. Hudzinski will chase against Savalos. Friars defenseman and the Knights captain miss. Terry gets puck up. Schendorf gets it out. Pass intended for Aspromonte. Well behind him as he was looking up ice. Hudzinski knocks him off the puck in open ice. Like I said, these teams don't like each other. They won't make that. They won't treat that like it's a secret. Let's just put it that way. You better be ready for a lot of hard-hitting, fast-paced Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. As Schendorf getting to work along the wall first, gets it up and out. Mancini chips it back in, delayed offsides. Now just offsides. And 12:40 remaining in the first period. Both teams fast-paced, hard-hitting, really getting to work along the wall, keeping their oppositions to the outside. In the dot, Catallo ties up. One back by Michael DeSera, his older brother Justin. Back in the day, one of the Knights starting netminders, now with Farmingdale D2. As Rocca gets it into the zone, battling against McRain. It comes up the wall. Mancini fires it towards the net. Puck is loose. Shot, save, Krauthammer. Another stop for the Knights netminder, the all-star. And it'll be a defensive zone draw for KPC, left wing wall. Face off. Won by the Friars. Puck comes to the point, held in by Catazone. Still battling for it. Leaves the zone now. Correction, that was Bo. 44, not 47. Mancini now looking to get to work, and the puck comes back out to Monteleone. Poke free. First, battling for it. Knights enter. Krauthammer settles it. Knocked down by Rocca. No high stick on the play. Catalo misses on an attempted hit in transition. Probably evaded a penalty too. Rocca up the wall. Lead pass to Monteleone, and only because it looked like he would have made, get a stoppage here. It looked like he might have made contact with the knee. That could have caused issues for him with the officials, and not saying it was going to be a dirty hit, but definitely stepped out of the way there at the last second trying to avoid a call. So smart play by him. No disrespect intended on that one. Face off. Ends up being controlled by the Friars. They're heading up ice. Chipped in by Nealon. They'll chase. It's Terry on the forecheck against Cohen, the Friars defender, battling beneath the goal line. Comes up to Kemley, looking up ice. Sorrell covering, puck off the wall. Far side, O'Doherty under pressure from Grinelli. He's on a 5-game scoring streak until his last matchup. And now the Knights have it. Looking to get to work on the cycle. Lemza towards the front. And O'Doherty deflects that one away from the net. Looking up ice, wants the puck. Nealon towards the net. Puck ends up with O'Doherty beneath the goal line. Sent towards the front. Second attempt, rebound loose. Scrambling, it's Krauthammer with the stop. Comes back towards the net. Shot from Mazzariti, deflected. Didn't reach the net. Puck comes out of the zone. Mancini will collect. Looks D to D, has O'Doherty. Chips it off the glass. Friars defender can't settle it. Cohen collects for the Knights. Heading up ice with speed. Comes in, dumps it in. On the opposite side, Michael DeCero chasing after it. Takes a hit from Mancini in the corner. Friars stands go wild. And now Leon, lead pass to Aspromonte, trying to settle on the backhand. Hudzinski steps up, and the Friars enter, and it's offsides. 10:30 remaining in the first period. A fast-paced, hard-hitting game between two teams that don't like each other. A Friars squad that has a score to settle coming into the end of the season, looking to finish on a high note. They lost their first 2 games of the year, and believe it or not, that was an improvement over last year. They lost their first 3 and still went on to win the county championships. That was the second straight time they won it. Now they're looking to win it for a third. Face off, one back by John Coyle. Sattler, lead pass, ends up with Catalo. Reverses it back to Savalos. Under pressure, holds it. No pressure now, but he makes the lead pass to Mancini. Friars all-star enters. Hudzinski with the poke check. Puck comes free beneath the goal line. Sattler looking for the clear. Comes up the walls. Held in. Savalos shot. Turned aside. Kicked out in the slot. Hudzinski looking for a clear. He gets it. Mancini has to settle into his skates. Neutral zone. Moves it to Savalos. Turnover. Coyle coming in. Shot. Save. Olmschneider. Glances off his glove beneath the goal line. Lead pass from Savalos. Broken up by Jack Salva. Friars looking for a clear. Just sent up the wall at the line. Shot. Redirected. Won't reach the net. Friars get it clear, trying to chip it on for Monteleone. It slips past Maximus Hudzinski. Krauthammer plays it. Off the wall. Stefan Hudzinski, the captain, trying to reverse it, takes a hit. Now the Friars re-enter. Game is getting chippy. And these two teams wouldn't have it any other way. Cormack Terry fires it in. Brings around the board, Stefan Hudzinski, lead pass, but it comes right to Michael Bove. D to D, goes off the skate of Nealon. Rocca has to settle it. Moves it right back to Bove. Takes a hit from Hudzinski as the Knights can't hold the zone. McRain to Prang. Takes a hit from Sorrell. Friars looking up ice. Pass intended for Rocca. Outside of his reach. We get a stoppage with 9:06 remaining. Defensive zone draw. Left wing dot, Prang versus Sorrell. And DeCero is heading to the bench. That's Michael DeCero heading to the dressing room. Knights and Friars bang on the boards in respect, but this game will go on. It will continue. Knights now down at centerman. Face-off ends up being won by the Friars. Nealon heading up ice. Broken stick behind the play for Prang. Coming in, Nealon. Prang wanted his stick. Lemza instead took to the ice. Shot from the line, blocked. Sent up, but not out by McRain. Held in. Nice play there by Terry. Looking to hold it along the wall. Cohen battling for it. Gets it free. Puck comes out into neutral territory. Under pressure. Friars defenseman sends it off the wall. Nealon, after checking up, sends it into the opposite corner. Dump and chase, but that'll be James Schendorf's job now. Lead pass to Cohen. Up ice. Intended for Granelli. Ends up with Mancini. Under pressure. Escape turn. First time, second time. And not afraid to get physical there as he made that pass. And then the shot on net. Deflected off the paddle of Crownhammer into the netting. 8:14 remaining in the period. Schendorf in the dot, centering Aspromonte. James Aspromonte, those two lit the junior varsity division on fire last year. Ended up losing to the Swifttown Hauppauge Bulls JV squad in the JV County Championship. Been reunited in recent weeks, and it's tended to agree with both of them as Cohen gets it off the draw. Friars looking to force a turnover. Schendorf battling. Azaridi with him. Puck comes to Tyler Granelli. Knights get the clear. Racing back, Aspromonte. Poke check against Cohen. It's chipped in. Kemley against O'Doherty, who reverses it up the wall. Ends up being deflected out of the zone. It rolled on Lemza, and now Azaridi on the forecheck. Carried back into the zone by Granelli. And the Friars now on the defensive. Connor Cohen enters the zone. Forced outside. Slips past Brody O'Doherty in the corner. Looking for a pass. Puck rolls on him. Doherty battling. Throws the shoulder. Battle beneath the goal line. Puck comes out. Reverse to the opposite corner. Lemza back down low. Kemley on the cycle. Delayed penalty going against the Friars as they touch up. And the first power play of the game belongs to the Kings Park Commack Knights. We'll see who the call is going against. It seems O'Doherty, his stick was snapped. I'm assuming he held the stick just a second too long. And it appears there's a slashing call going against the Knights. So, or against the Friars. My apologies there, slipped up, but nonetheless, Knights heading for the power play, Friars heading for the kill, and a slashing minor against Brody O'Doherty. And the Friars have to kill this one off. 7:28 remaining in the period, face off. Tied up one by Monteleone, held beneath the goal line, under pressure. Nealon sends it into his own bench, and that is not what your coach is necessarily looking for when they tell you to clear the puck out of your zone. Savalos heads out. So a change on defense, Mancini to the bench. Defensive zone draw for the Friars. Yet again, it's in the left wing dot. Monteleone wins it back. Terry under pressure. Can't settle it. Kemley battling for it. Puck comes free. Savalos ties him up. Terry comes away with it. Pass at the wall. Nealon tries to chip it past Lemza. Couldn't. Comes to Stefan Hudzinski. Shot. Save. Olmschneider. And now it's sent out of the zone. And 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Jesse Lemza has it. Under 1:30 remaining on the power play. Nealon on the forecheck. And now a turnover force coming in. Terry drops it off. Nealon shot. Goes wide. Rebound. Rather, puck caroming off the boards there. Terry forced another turnover, trying to get to work on the cycle. Bercanelli anticipated that one. Knights now heading up ice. Lead pass. Ends up slipping past Hudzinski, and we get an icing there. Whistle for that, and 6:34 remaining, 1:07 remaining on the power play. An icing sends the Knights all the way back down into their own zone, so it's an offensive zone draw for the St. Anthony's. Right wing dot, and Sorrell and Azaridi, 18 and 19, in black and gold. Out as the forwards against John Coyle, Jack Salva, and Brian Prang. Face-off tied up, won by the Friars. Prang coming up ice, 2-on-2. Forced outside, Mancini breaks up the play, but can't get the clear. Coyle sends it back in. Azaridi tried to settle it. Knights nearly came away with it. Comes to Coyle again. Now it ends up with both. Backhand pass off the wall. Sorrell gets the clear. Tried to chip past Hudzinski. That's Maximus Hudzinski, 77 and white. He does, and now he's resetting beneath his own goal line. 40 seconds remaining on the power play. Dropping it off there, but the puck rolls. Coyle has to settle it. Now he races up ice. Sorrell throwing lumber that time, and now Azaridi trying to break up the plays. Maximus Hudzinski enters, fires, shot is blocked. Puck is loose. Mancini under pressure, sends it up the wall. First, gets in front of it. Keeps it in on his boot, and then second attempt, Sorrell gets the clear. Maximus Hudzinski collects. He's inside his own blue line, and he's looking up ice. Pass intended for Prang. Couldn't connect, and we get a whistle and an icing. Another icing on the power play. You can't have that if you're KPC, so with 10 seconds remaining, they head all the way back to their zone. And the Friars send out Aspromonte and Schendorf. O'Doherty looks poised to head straight to the bench. Savalos and Cormack Terry, the killers. Kemley Lemza and Grinelli up front. Sattler, McRain on the back end. The face-off is won forward by Schendorf. Aspermonte now on the attack against Grinelli. Puck comes out of the zone. It's gloved down by Terry. Kemley races in. The penalty has expired. We've returned to 5-on-5. Friars get their first kill of the day. Maybe I should say night, but irregardless, McRain attempted clear, turnover, Schendorf, shot, save, Krauthammer. 5:17 remaining. Jason Krauthammer comes up clutch that time. But we've seen it before. Clutch hasn't been enough. The Knights are going to have to find the back of the net. They've done it before against this St. Anthony squad, but in their last meeting against the Chiefs, couldn't pot one. In the last meeting against the Bulls, they only scored once. That trend has to change here tonight. And as the Knights win the draw, they'll look to do just that. Puck comes up the wall. Kemley, lead pass. Batted down. Savalos getting in the way of it. Lemza trying to knock it down. Schendorf is eventually going to come away with it. Grinelli pressuring. Puck comes up the wall. Aspermonte settles it, backhands it in. Leon on the forecheck. Schendorf joining. Really picked up speed. Turnover forced beneath the goal line. Pass comes to the point. Savalos walks in, shot. Redirected. Loose. Rebound attempt won't go. Schendorf tied up along the wall. Maintains possession on his backhand. Pass. Ends up going off the skate of a defender. Kemley looks to collect. Leon separates him from the puck. Comes up out of the zone. And it comes to Commack Terry. D-to-D Savalos. Looking up ice. Lead pass. Deflected into the Knights bench under pressure. 4:27 remaining. Face-off will come to the dot right outside the Knights zone. Monteleone trying to get a stick on it. Correction, they're sending that one to center. Justick couldn't win the draw for the Knights, so the Friars have it. O'Doherty and Mancini, D-to-D. Now comes back up the wall. Rocca trying to enter. Galgano pickpockets it. Knights resetting. Catallo on the forecheck, throws the shoulder. Galgano goes crashing down. What a big hit that was. Now heading the other way, Monteleone with the stick lift against Cohen. He settles it, gets the clear, comes back up the wall. And Joe Rocca trying to settle it under pressure from Justinek. And Mancini boxes out, and that's going to be a penalty. Easy interference call for the official. So with 3:55 remaining, he heads back to the box. And, you know, the officials, you know, they've been really letting those hits, they've been letting them play through contact. But as soon as you commit an interference penalty that impacts possession, it gives your team that clear zone exit, you're going to get the call. And Knights bench was asking about that earlier hit. They felt it was a little bit late. Well, you're getting the power play regardless. So all's well that ends well for them. Maybe the officials felt like they missed one on Galgano, but I'm not going to speculate on that, because I honestly thought that was a clean hit from my perspective, and this crew always does a great job. So as the face-off is won by the Knights, puck comes up to the point. Cohen, D-to-D to Lemza, and then his pass to Kemley's deflected by Sorrell, ends up in the corner. Knights have it. Friars killed off the first KPC power play, but as Cohen moves it over, Grinelli, weak side to Lemza, ends up in the corner under pressure. Bove in the corner. Puck ends up getting caught. Skates to the linesman. Kemley battling to settle it. Bove picks it up. Looking for the clear. Has it. Up but not out of the zone. Off the boot of Lemza. Comes back down to Kemley. Bove turns. Fires a slap shot. That one ends up pinballing back into the zone. And then Sorrell ends up breaking up an icing while trying to create an odd man rush opportunity shorthanded. Cohen to Grinelli. Under pressure from Sorrell. He's forced beneath the goal line. 50 seconds have now elapsed on this penalty kill. Coming in, pass intended for Cohen. Broken up, strong play by the Friars. Nealon has to settle. Chips it up and out. Sorrell's going for the change, so no shorthanded opportunity there, but more importantly, the puck's out of the zone. 55 seconds remaining on the power play. Jesse Lemza heading up ice. Comes in, shot, save, Olmschneider. And the Friars send it all the way down. And maybe it's a great look for Lemza, but Olmschneider squared up, got all of that one, and now the lead pass intended for Salva. Not going to get an icing there. Brody O'Doherty, he committed the first penalty. Jack Mancini committed the second. Now the Friars setting up ice. Shorthanded opportunity coming in. Pass to the front. It's broken up. O'Doherty has to get backwards. A shorthanded odd man rush. O'Doherty, strong defensive play against Salva. Comes away with it. Has possession beneath his own goal line. Reverses. Comes up the wall. Coyle against Monteleone. The Friars captain gets the clear. There's a delayed penalty, and now it's not so delayed. 8 seconds remaining on the power play. Knights take a penalty, so that one comes to I guess that's technically an early end. Not necessarily that early, but early nonetheless. So 2:03 remaining, 2 minutes on the clock. Jack Salva gives the Friars a power play, but for now, we're instead going to have 8 seconds at 4-on-4. Tripping call against Jack Salva. Friars heading to the power play face-off. Ends up on net. Get a stoppage. A scrum breaks out. Officials seem to be gesturing that 2 players are heading out of here. Prang heading to the box currently. So we're going to see what happens here. So it's a 2-minute penalty to Brian Prang. So 4-on-3 for the next 5 seconds. And then the Knights are heading to an extended 5-on-3 man advantage. They get the clear that time. Puck comes to Commack. Terry. 5-on-3. Friars advantage. Azaridi enters. Pulls up. Fires. Shot. Save. Krauthammer. And you're going to have to get... And it's not that it's a bad shot. Azaridi's got a decent shot. It's not bad placement. It's all right placement. The problem is you take that shot against Jason Krauthammer. Take that against any other goaltender in the league, you got a much better shot. Krauthammer's one of the best. You're not going to slip that one by. Azaridi, a key piece of this Friars' future. As Terry tries to hold the zone, but Coyle gets the clear. He's the lone penalty-killing forward. He was selected to represent this program in the fastest skater competition for a reason. It's his first year with the Varsity program, and it's going to be a key piece for them moving forward in the playoffs and next year. O'Doherty circling. Pass up the wall. Comes to Catallo. He drew that second penalty. Comes across. Monteleone walks in. Fires. Shot. Save. Krauthammer squares up to it again. Gets it right in the chest. Controls the rebound. And the reality is, if you're the Friars, that is not a shot that is going to go in for you. It's got to be top shelf. You got to move him east to west, and you can't give him time to square up. If you give him time to square up, he's going to stop it every time. With that fail, he will stop it. Again, that's not a criticism of one of the strongest programs in the league, but gotta know who you're shooting against. Milan shot, redirected. Friars pinching in, looking for a rebound. Puck is loose, beneath the goal line. Wraparound attempt, shot, save, rebound. Lifted over the net by Schendorf. A golden opportunity slips through the Friars' fingertips. Comes up the wall, held in by Terry. Schendorf moves it over. Terry walking the line, back to Sorrell. Walks in, fires a shot, redirected. Second attempt, turned aside through traffic. Deflected, comes up, but not out. Shot by Mancini. Karam's off the boards, looking in front. One-timer, won't go. Second attempt, third attempt. Turned aside by Krauthammer. Shot, redirected, loose in the slot. Comes up, but not out. It's held in by Commack. Terry. 30 seconds remaining in the period and the power play. Shot deflected, looking for a clear. Puck comes up. Terry dives, but can't keep it in. Knights get a crucial clear. Mancini racing after it, collects it from Olmschneider. 15 seconds remaining in the period and the power play. Friars All-Star heads up ice, enters his own, fire, shot blocked, puck is loose. Lemza can't settle it. Milan does, but he gets tied up. Monteleone, 5 seconds remaining. Power play approaching its end. McRae up, out. A potential breakaway, but the period comes to an end. And Monteleone exchanging pleasantries with Jack Salva. That is not a good idea for him because, well, no disrespect to Jack Salva. He's a solid player, very solid player. Let me tell you something. The Knights would rather not have to face Monteleone than have Jack Salva in this game right now. That is not a criticism of Monteleone. That's not a criticism of Salva. That's just a fact about Monteleone. He's one of the league's best players, and they can't afford to lose him. That is just the reality of the situation. You have to stay out of the box. This is a tight game. It's a 0-0 game. You've gotten through the period. There's been 2 power plays. Well, 2 power plays for the Knights, a 5-on-3 for St. Anthony's that slips through their fingertips, but you cannot have your captain out of this game. Not against the Knights, not now, not after having a suspension earlier in the season, and not with the playoffs right on the horizon. That is just not something that is going to work out if you are the Friars. And you best believe that coaching staff knows that. Last year they had Nick DeAndrea, they had that dynamic 50-point forward. They don't have that this year, and that's not a knock on Monteleone. He's a great player. There are other reasons why he could definitely have more points if he wanted to. That doesn't mean the Friars would have more wins. He's also been out of the lineup, had some injuries, had that suspension I mentioned. So, like, it's okay to get heated. It's understandable to want to defend your goalie. You do not do that in that spot if you want to remain in the game. You cannot afford to leave this game. Brady Monteleone cannot afford to leave this game. The Friars cannot afford to have him leave this game. So it's going to be a face-off at center. Face-off at center. Catallo versus Lemza. Lemza wins it back to Cohen. Off the wall. Kemley collects, chips it in. We're underway for the second stanza. Grinelli on the forecheck against Mancini. Backhand pass to O'Doherty. Grinelli gets a stick on it. O'Doherty comes away with it. Lead pass leaves the zone, but it comes to Cohen. Moves it over to first. Pass comes to Kemley. Knights regrouping. Grinelli off his skate, chips it back in. O'Doherty will chase. On the attack, opposite side. Takes a hit. Knights forced to change possession. Pass. Grinelli. Shot. Goes wide. Karam's off the wall. And Olmsnyder paddles it back into that left wing corner. Knights come out flying early. Jack Mancini gains possession. Looking up ice. Flips it up to Devin Curry. He moves it to Monteleone. Friars captain enters. Pulls up. Shot. Redirected. Turned aside. On the loose puck, Mancini off the back of the net. Pinballs off the wall. O'Doherty pinching in. Pash. And then the second attempt to Monteleone there won't go. Catallo breaks up a play. Gets in the battle along the wall. Knights get the clear. Lemza had it, but there's an offsides. 13:58 remaining. Knights bench, or Knights stands want to call. And look, I love talking to both these coaching staffs, and I can talk to parents, fans, spectators on either side all night long and have no issue. But at the end of the day, the reality is this. This is a physical game. It's going to happen. And the players on the ice have to rein their emotions as well. If you're watching, you probably do too, because it's just not going to be as pleasant a viewing experience for you otherwise. Savalos has it. Looking, D to D, under pressure. Hudzinski nearly forces a turnover. Salva supports. Coyle chips it in, but it's rescued. Heading up ice. Sorrell, lead pass. Asaridi enters against Maximus Hudzinski. Poked off a stick. Stefan Hudzinski tries to force turnover. Savalos carried it in, and then it's cleared out. Cormack Terry against Stefan Hudzinski. Friars defenseman ducks a hit, fires it into the zone. Krauthammer settles it. Maximus Hudzinski tied up. Lead pass to Stefan. It's chipped out of the zone, and odd man rush attempt broken up. Settled. Azaridi re-enters. Pass comes to Nealon. Pulls up. Backhand off the wall. Ends up beneath the goal line. Hudzinski to the captain. Knocked down, high stick on the play. Friars touch up. That face-off heads all the way down. 13:08 remaining in the second stanza. And when you hear that high stick, you can't touch it. Keep your stick on the ice. Skate away from it. Let it sit there. Don't take that defensive zone face-off, not in a game like this. You know, we've seen a lot of those pucks, especially in this game. A lot of high-quality talent here. A lot of high-end players that are going to go on to play at a high level after this. And you can't make that kind of mistake at the next level. You can't make it now. Not tonight. Face-off has been won by the Friars. Heading up ice, Devin Curry. Looking, firing, shot, kicked out, rebound. Can't be settled. Schendorf trying to hold it in. He does. Shot towards the slot. Broken up by McGrain. Puck comes out. Friars recollect. Aspermonte moving it to Bove. Right back to Aspermonte. Chipped up the wall. Schendorf tried to settle. Ends up past him. Cohen. D to D. McGrain. Up and out, and then play is broken up. Friars. James Aspermonte to Bove. Across. Leon. Lead pass. Friars. Schendorf enters. Pulls up. Fires a shot that's deflected by the stick of Cohen. Tied up. Puck comes around the wall. Mancini trying to hold it in. Comes to Bove. Shot. Redirected just wide. Loose. Opposite side. Schendorf shot. Turned aside. Kicked out. Krauthammer shuts the door. Knights get it clear. Racing up ice. It's Siegler against Bove. Battling in the corner. Knights come away with it. Sent across the blue paint. Comes out. Bouncing off the wall. Sent back in on the forecheck by Prang. Knights bench wants a call. They won't get it. Mancini comes away with it. Lead pass. Comes to Aspermonte. Chips it past McCrane. That's Leon, 86 on 96. My apologies. Monteleone now on the forecheck. He takes over. Ryan first, takes it away. Battling beneath the goal line. Justinic has it. Then McCrane takes it. Sends it up the glass. Puck is rolling. Held in initially. Friars. Rocca sending it into the corner. Monteleone towards the slot. Pass is deflected. Comes out towards the point. It's held in. Dropped off. But it leaves the zone. O'Doherty has to settle it. Puck rolls on him. He's waiting. Chips it in. And offsides. He's got to check up. Friars got to check up. But they instead, you've got to listen to the officials. And I know there's a lot of players out there that don't want to do that. But now your face-off comes all the way back down again. You can't take intentional offsides. You can't commit those high sticks. You can't bat the puck down and then touch it. It's not going to work out for you. And, you know, at this point in the season, you can't be making those mistakes, not in a game like this. And in their defense, both squads have done it. Kemley sending that one across the paint that time, but Lemza would have been right there on the back door. Comes to the point, Max Pasenzinski shot, blockered out, comes free in the slot, looking up ice, comes to Monteleone, slips through, walking in, 3-on-1, tied up, Catala, shot, save, Krauthammer, puck comes loose. Friars get two bunched up on a 3-on-1, and once you get bunched up on an odd man advantage situation like that, well, guess what? You don't have an odd man advantage anymore. You're tied up, you're bunched up, you don't have any space, there's no room for a pass. You might as well throw the puck on net and just crash it at that point, because you're not making a pass that will impact the play. It's just not going to happen. You can't get bunched up there. You can't all converge on the center. And that's one of those plays where the Friars are going to have to prevent that from happening moving forward. It just won't work for them. Face-off won by the Knights. But Friars reset. They chip it in against Sattler. Now Azaridi on the forecheck against Maximus Hudzinski. Went behind the net to create space, made the lead pass. And now Knights regrouping. They enter. Lemza on his backhand pass through the slot, broken up. Mancini looking to get the clear up the wall. It's sent up by Sorrell. Ends up back down in Friars territory. Savala sends it to the point. Sattler looked to walk the line, but the puck rolls on him. Azaridi using his speed, racing after it. Angles Sattler off. Comes away with it. Maximus Hudzinski on it in the corner. Nealon on the cycle. Sorrell looking. Walks in, reverses. Can't get the shot off. Tied up with Azaridi now. Can't get too bunched up. Friars battling for that puck down low. They're not creating enough space. And sometimes it's unavoidable, but they're going to have to try and create some more space because they're generating the chances that they could have put one in the back of the net right now. And you can say that for the Knights too. Puck comes out to the point. Cohen has to settle it. Looks, fires, shot, redirected, blocked in front, and want to be careful. If you don't block that shot, you're screening your goalie, because that one's chipped down. It's going to make its way to the goal line. We get a whistle and an icing. Friars come back down. Another defensive zone faceoff. I think that's the third straight they've had, and it's just, you give your opponent enough opportunities in the offensive zone, you're not going to like the result. And for the Friars, they have to start getting shots on net, crashing that net, and if you don't get the goal, that's fine. Get the offensive zone faceoff. Get to work on the cycle. Because if you don't do that, these games tend to drag out, mistakes are made in transition, and that's when the game gets away from you. Schendorf enters, pulls up. Pass to the slot, broken up. Has it. Reverses it into the corner. Aspermonte collects. Now Friars looking to get to work on the cycle. Cohen trying to break it up. Schendorf does a good job boxing out, but the Knights send it up the wall. O'Doherty's going to pinch in on his backhand and holds it in. Tried to cut towards the center, made the pass beneath the goal line. Schendorf back to O'Doherty. Pinching in, gives it right back. Sends it towards the slot shot, rebound free, loose. Kicked out, but it's held in by Rocca. Tied up by Salva. Second attempt, Knights get the clear. O'Doherty back, so is Bove. 2-on-2. Salva, the trailer, tried to make it a 3-on-2, but the play is broken up. O'Doherty sends it up, but not out of the zone. And it's sent out the rest of the way by Schendorf. It's going to be on net, so no icing. Aspermonte forechecks. First, gets it. Friars pressuring. Joe Rocca forces it free in the slot, but no one there for the Friars. Knights get the clear, and Salva heads up ice, but the puck comes to O'Doherty. Friars defenseman escapes. Curls, pulls up again. Makes that nice lead pass. And now the Friars, Joe Rocca sends it in. Apologies, 92-22. Shouldn't get those two confused, but they both have the same bubble. Makes it a little bit worse for me. Puck has been sent down, no icing on the play. Hudzinski tied up. There's a play going against There's a whistle as he fired the shot after the penalty. There's no goal. There appears to be some Knights players who don't seem to get the memo on Knights fans. The players know. But Zinski's the one heading for the box. They thought they had a goal, and that was obviously not the case, in all honesty, so they're upset. Understandably so. I don't know what they really expected on that one. And now a penalty. The call for Hudzinski is for tripping. He gets the stick in the lane of a player heading down ice, and you know, you're allowed to play the puck, but when you put your stick in front of a player's body, intentionally angle them off, try and hold them up like that, you're going to get called for tripping. If that player goes down, absolutely. That's why you have to be careful with your stick. Play the puck, not the body. With your stick, you play the body with your body, not your stick. Face-off is won back by the Friars. Their first power play opportunity of the second period. Terry at the point, moves it over. Walks in, fires, shot, redirected, trickles wide. Mancini crashing, but nobody there for the Friars initially. Now Azaridi collects in the corner. Pass across, nice look there. Pulls up, and Catallo has it. Fires, shot, rises high, and now Monteleone battling for it. Along the wall, poked off a stick by Lemza. Second effort, chipped up, out. Love down by Terry. Re-entering now, Monteleone. I'd like to think that one fan in every game who likes to stay off sides whenever the other team enters the zone. It's always very helpful, accomplishes a lot. Thank you. Friars walking in, shot, the block, second attempt, Sorrell. Correction, Azaridi to Catallo, his shot. Rising high again, Mancini. Friars gonna have to get those pucks on net, not over it. You want that top shelf shot against a netminder like Crownhammer, that makes sense, but you got 50 seconds left on this power play. Game is scoreless halfway through the second period. This might be a one-goal game. Get it on net, crash the net, find the back of the net. Redirected, just wide. That's the kind of shot the Friars need, but it's not the kind of turnover they need. Mancini racing back, 2-on-1. Pass across, shot, and it goes wide, net is kicked off. That actually looks closer because it's kicked off. That wasn't a shot that was anywhere near hitting its intended target. This is a shot where it is way off the mark. And Jesse Lems is a good player. You don't need a slap shot there. You got time. Get the quick wrist shot if you have to. That is not the shot he really wanted there. You can tell that. He knows that. And a shorthanded opportunity, a potential game changer, slips through KPC's fingers. A shot on net right off the draw. Another offensive zone draw for the Knights, and they'll take that. They get the puck on net. That's the one thing about the Knights, is they're very well structured. They have very strong goaltending, and they know it. They do not play a brand of hockey that involves taking a lot of chances, and the Friars don't either. But the Knights might be the most disciplined team in the league, and now as the Friars re-enter, Nealon pulls up, fires, shot is deflected off the skate of Sattler. Schendorf on his backhand, moves it to the points. Sabalos, shot, redirected, but won't go on net. Nealon collects, escapes Sattler. Maximus Hudzinski pressuring. Justinik looking for the clear. The penalty will expire. Play returns to 5-on-5. Knights looking for praying behind the play. Puck comes to Sattler. Poked off his stick, comes to Sabalos. His shot's redirected before it can reach the net. Friars, bit of a miscommunicate there in the corner. Sorrell comes away with it, but lost precious seconds there trying to figure out if he was going for the puck or if Nealon would. Now the aforementioned Gerard Nealon in the corner battling against Sattler, tied up heavily there. Kemley enters the fray, puck comes free. Maximus Hudzinski reversing to the weak side and then makes that nice stretch pass to Prang, who now cuts the outside against O'Doherty, but the Friars defenseman cuts him off, reverses it, and collects it himself. Races across the blue line, walks in, beats Hudzinski, backhand pass, shot, save, rebound. No, Krauthammer gets the cover. 5:30 remaining in the second period. This game is scoreless. Knights battling the Friars. Fast-paced, hard-hitting. A lot of penalties. No goals. First three penalties, the first two penalties of the game belong to Knights. Last three have belonged. First two penalties of the game belong to the Friars. Last two belong to the Knights. My apologies. Mancini holding it in at the line off the draw. Curry battling for it, but can't hold it in. Comes back out. Friars defenseman looking up ice. Curling. Looking, firing it off the wall. Deflected. Aspromonte chips it past Ryan first. The puck takes a bad bounce off the linesman. Puck comes free towards the slot. Curry on it. Can't get it. Battling. Aspromonte sends it towards the net. McRain backhands it up. But not out of the zone. It's held in by Devin Curry. Battling with Ryan first. Puck comes out of the zone. Mancini under pressure. Chips it back in. Late offside. Salva hanging on that far side wall. Knights are trying to draw the Friars defense out of the zone. Create some more space in transition, but as Aspromonte enters the fray, Curry and Rocca, my mistake, joining him. Puck comes free again. Friars re-enter. Aspromonte shot. Blocker to side. Mancini. Gloved down by Hudzinski. He collects. Gets tied up. You've got to get out of the lane of your teammate there. And Mancini almost turns it over. He does, but Friars are able to get back. And if you're Michael Bove, you got to slide to that opposite side. Give him the space to work with there. Puck comes back up the wall. Cohen tries to send it in. Curry off the wall. Rocca will chase. He's at the end of his shift, but the speedster still going after it. Ryan first collects. He carries it beneath his own goal line, uses the net to create space. Lead pass to Cohen, but he carries beneath the goal line too. So now the Friars are on the forecheck. Leon forces it free. Bove pinching in, but can't get enough of it. Knights try sending it the other way. They do. They can't settle it initially. Leon trying to defend Coyle. Shot right in the breadbasket of Olmschneider. 3:49 remaining in the second period. Friars, Knights going toe-to-toe. Defensive zone draw, left wing dot. Brunelli, Lemza, Kemley out on the ice for the Knights. Face off, tied up. Lemza collects it initially, but a turnover force. Friars heading up ice. Monteleone slips it past Sattler. Breaks through contact, pulls up shot, turned aside, rebound is free. Still loose beneath the goal line. Kemley in the corner, looking up ice, has time. Fires a pass that goes off Monteleone, but it goes right to Sattler. Knights defender, lead pass to Grinelli. He chips it in. Kemley chases on the other side. O'Doherty against him. Friars defenseman can't settle it. Sent towards the slot. Off the far side wall and poked off Cormac Terry's stick. Lemza on the cycle. Looking to get to work with Grinelli. Battle along the boards. Comes up. Monteleone, give and go. Puck leaves the zone. Friars across the blue line. Shot. Lancing off Krauthammer. O'Doherty wildly whacking at it, trying to get it on net. Held in at the line by Monteleone, but the Friars can't stay out of each other's lanes. Getting too bunched up. Too many bodies converging to the front. Not enough outside creating space. Not getting to work on the cycle. Now the Knights sent the length of the ice, and this time the Friars get a chance to take advantage of a Knights mistake. And the difference right now between these two teams is I can count the number of times the Knights have sent the length of the ice this period on one hand, and I'm not including penalty kill time. That was it. Face off, tied up, Prang battling against Sorrell, who gets a stick free. Prang picks it up, sends it up the wall. Mancini collects, or trying to, but the puck comes out of the zone. Siegler racing ahead. Mancini forces the turnover, walks in, cuts to the outside, looking towards the slot, pulls up, but he loses the handle. Galgano on it. Lead pass to Siegler, ends up in his skates. Savalos collects. Looks across, pass deflected. Had Nealon wide open on that wall. He was calling for it. Now the puck leaves the zone, so no harm, no foul. Azaridi with speed. Looks to break past Hudzinski. He does. Pulls in, drop pass, shot. Puck is loose in the slot, kicked out. Carried away from it, still in front. And the Knights get a clear. All the way down, another icing. The Knights second. Now it's many minutes. One penalty this period, it belongs to Hudzinski. It's a battle between two teams trying to wear each other down. But this one remains scoreless. And the Friars need to find the back of the net. Continues as it does for the Knights. Schendorf in the dot, matched up against Coyle. Face off, one back by the Knights. Curry on the forecheck, first under pressure. Maximus Hudzinski enters the fray. Puck comes to Schendorf. To Curry, back to Schendorf. Under pressure, escapes, backhand, trying to get it back to Curry. First breaks up the play, still battling for it. Jack Salva supports. Turnover for Schendorf, walks in, pass across, deflected shot. They score! The Friars find the back of the net. The first goal of the game. And, well, go to the front of the net. Good things happen. And this time, James Schendorf winning that battle along the boards. Coming in. Tried to make that first pass. Goes off the defender. Second attempt. That's Devin Curry who's going to get credit for that one. He found the back of the net. 1:35 remaining. Devin Curry, the lone goal of this period. James Schendorf picks up the assist, and a lot of credit on that one has to go to him. He really got to work in the corners, moved it north-south. He knew his team needed to get to work on the cycle. They did. And now the Knights trail. Off the draw, Granelli. Friars send the puck back the other way. Cohen against Aspromonte. Knights battling for it in the corner. Aspromonte gets a stick on it. Curls, turning, looking, drop pass. Schendorf firing it towards the front. Play is broken up. Schendorf picks it back up. Backhand pass towards Aspromonte. He has the stick lifted. Picked up by Lemza. Up the wall. Terry pinching in. Tried to hold it in, but now heading up ice with speed. Knights in transition. 2-on-1. Pass across is broken up. The back check took the 2-on-1 away, and now Brody O'Doherty, with under a minute remaining, races across the blue line, pulls up on his backhand. Shot is broken up. Cohen collects. O'Doherty races back. Knights have possession. And Granelli takes a hit from Terry. Still heads up ice. Puck comes free in the neutral zone. Lemza knocking that one down. Granelli towards the front. Play is broken up by O'Doherty, and it's a good thing, because otherwise Lemza would have been all alone up front. Terry battling for it now. O'Doherty gets it. 30 seconds remaining. Friars can't maintain possession. Cohen crashing the net. Terry forces it free. Picked up. Heading up ice. Monteleone 1-on-1 against McGrain. Pulls up. Puts it through his legs. Beats him. Comes in shot. Save! Krauthammer! Jason Krauthammer denies the captain Monteleone. Friars still battling for it. 10 seconds remaining. Knights hemmed in. Puck comes up. Out of the zone. Bove has to settle it. He's under pressure. Kemley nearly forces it free. It comes to Joe Rocca. He'll hold it till the end of the period, and the Knights now trail by 1. The lone goal after 30 minutes belongs to Devin Curry, the go-ahead goal. And as it stands, the Friars maintain a 1-goal lead heading into the third period. You're watching Suffolk County High School Hockey League action on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to follow the @LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's also at LI Sports Network. You should know that because you're watching it. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. It's whiteout night for KPC, but right now they're also being held off the board. I didn't say it. Not gonna say that word. I learned my lesson from Brendan Burke. Don't say it. Irregardless, right now they trail by 1. After the brief intermission, Olmsnyder heads back to the crease, as does Krauthammer. The top 4 teams in the division, in the conference rather, are the ones who sent netminders to the All-Star game. Now, never asked, always felt it would have been unprofessional to pry, but you gotta believe that TJ Olmsnyder was not happy with being left off that list. The senior starter for St. Anthony's has been rock solid in net, and you can't criticize the 4 netminders who went there. They're all very good, but you gotta think there were guys like Shane Kirby, like TJ Olmsnyder, whose teams were outside the top 5, who felt, outside the top 4 that is, who felt at the time that they should have made it. And really right now, you've seen after that All-Star game, Olmsnyder coming out of that break, he's playing at a completely different level. Face-off is won by the Friars. Puck comes to Nealon. Tried to split the defense. Sattler blows a tire. Collected in the corner. Under pressure. Sattler gets it right back. Looking to move it up the salve. But the Knights are collapsing their own zone. They're trying to get it clear, but they're starting so low in the zone that they really don't have any choice but to just try and throw that puck out. Fortunately for them, it comes to Stefan Hudzinski. Fires a shot that glances off the blocker. Up the wall. And it's chipped back in. Mancini, lead pass. Gerard Nealon. Enters. Fires. Glove saved by Krauthammer. coming way out of his crease there. And the reason he does that is because you want to control that rebound. It's better control that rebound, know where the puck is, know where it's going. 14-18 remaining in the period. Face-off will come to the left wing dot. Schendorf matched up. That it's going to be Kemley there as the face-off is won by the Friars, sent back in by Terry, backhanded into zone. Maxim Zandzinski throws a hit against Schendorf. The Friars, former JV captain, comes away with it, still battling for it along the wall. It's a big game, it's a big moment, and he's shown up and out here tonight, but there's 15 minutes left on the clock as Granelli's boxed out by Terry. O'Doherty sends up the wall. Leon gets a stick on as the Knights try and settle the rolling puck. Comes out of the zone. Free. Maximus Hudzinski against Aspromonte. Pulls up wisely there. Sends it off the wall, though. And it comes to Terry. Lemza couldn't anticipate that pass properly without it going offsides, meaning he would have had to... And he got caught a little flat-footed, but you want to be moving as you step into that. Well, a little harder when you're that close to being offsides. Now O'Doherty comes in. Shot glances off the glove of Krauthammer. Leon sends it back in. Lemza collects. Reverses it to that weak side. Nobody's there, but Kemley against Mancini gets it out, but the puck comes to O'Doherty. Makes the simple pass. Catallo to the captain. Right back to O'Doherty. Under pressure. Slips it through three Knights. Lemza got a stick on it, but now Brody O'Doherty puts it through his legs. Shot in front. Paddled aside by Krauthammer as he was looking for the pass. Good deflection there by the goaltender, and we're going to get an icing here. Catallo in the dot versus Brian Prang. Face-off is one back. Shot. Save! It caroms off the boards. Rocket towards the net. Krauthammer turns it aside. Knights looking up. Comes up. Bove holds it in, but a turnover. Justinik heading up ice with speed. Enters. Pulls up shot. And it's turned aside by Olmsnyder. Galgano fires it on net. Knights crashing the net. Almost creates something on the rebound, but now Catallo heading the other way. Cohen back. Trying to keep him to the outside. He does. Shot turned aside. A good save by Jason Krauthammer. Comes out of the zone. Chip back in by Monteleone. Friars check up. Justinik collects beneath his own goal line. Drops it off to Cohen. He's nearly caught off guard, but manages to get it right back to Justinik. He's picking up speed in transition. Mancini keeps him outside. Ends up being chipped along into the zone. Prang, give and go on the forecheck. But then the errant pass to the point. Monteleone picks it up, but there's a penalty on the play. Friars not happy about that one. But the penalty coming nonetheless. They're heading to the kill. And a golden opportunity here for KPC to take that one-goal lead. Or erase that one-goal lead, I should have said. My apologies. So Catallo heading to the box. It's not the first time he's taken a penalty against the Knights this season, and tensions get heated in this kind of game. They're calling an interference penalty on that one. I'm assuming for the late hit is probably the official explanation that he interfered with him, but nonetheless, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, the face-off's been won back by the Knights, and Hudzinski goes D to D. Ends up handcuffing Salve at the point, but he escapes pressure, walks in, looks, turns, resets, under pressure. Terry in the corner, forces the puck down low. Prang towards the front. Knights box has collapsed. They're down low, but they force a turnover. Puck comes to Sorrell. He skates into it, racing up ice. Flips it up. In. Knights are offsides. We get a whistle here. And yet again, another offsides by the Friars, and you can't have that happen. There's just, you're up 1-0. You get a crucial shorthanded rush. Nealon calls for the pass, fine. You flip that up and into the zone. You don't try and make that cute little short pass, and I don't say that to be disrespectful, but, you know, there's really no other way to describe it. You can't try and get too fancy with it. And that one goes out of play, so it's going to be deja vu all over again. 127 remaining on the kill. 133 remaining in regulation. Friars trying to hold off the Knights, but Surrounding the dot. Ties up. And the puck enters KPC territory. They regroup. Looking up ice. Salva. Crosses the line, pulls up, looks. Can't get a shot off O'Doherty with the poke check. Puck ends up beneath the goal line. Prang. Over 50 seconds have elapsed. Max Brzezinski, the shot that's deflected. Olmsnyder squares up the coil. Off-angle shot, shoulder to side. Mancini sends it up the boards, but it's held in by Maximus Hudzinski. He goes D to D. Walks in, shot, flubbed. O'Doherty collects. Actually, that was a broken stick. So the Friars send it up, goes off the broken stick. Lemza holds it in. Mancini gets it out, but that stick's going to stay on the ice until the official can pick it up. And honestly, good on them. You don't see NHL officials doing that all the time, so obviously a lot more to handle during those kind of games, having to keep up the speed of those players. Coyle has it, walks in, shot, turned aside, picked up, 25 seconds remaining. Flipped up, out of the zone. Monteleone skates into it, coming in. 1-on-3, Lem's on the back check. Tried to slip through Cohen, but the play is broken up. Monteleone forcing KPC's leading scorer to rethink resetting, and now he heads up ice, enters the zone, pulls up, fires. Shot is blocked by Mancini. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. Knights with possession. Penalty expires. Cohen walks the line, fires, redirected over the net. Picked up on the other side. Friars as a Reedy breaking up the play as Grinelli tried to settle it. Terry corrals it into the corner, but Kemley sends it right back to Grinelli on the cycle. Walks in, pass across, Lemza fires, scores! The bottle rocket from Jesse Lemza. And the game is tied. And if you're the Friars, you can't have that uncovered man on the back door. That's what happens this time. Jesse Lemza all alone, defense not covering. And when you collapse, you make mistakes. And Olmsnyder sprawling out to the ice. He had more time than he thought he did, but that's an understandable decision to dive because that is Jesse Lemza. He's got 35 points on the season coming in tonight. He's wide open on the back door. You can't expect to have that much time. He double clutched it, and he, you know, if he had known that he was going to double clutch it, he probably makes that save, in all honesty. I don't say that as a criticism, but instead, Jesse Lemza gets his 17th goal from the back door. Face off, Friars heading up ice, they chip it in. Knocked down by Schendorf. Leon chases. Picks it up, looking towards the slot. Pass is deflected. Battling beneath the goal line. To the Knights' credit, it was a great pass by Grinelli, and Ronald Kemley picking up the secondary assist there. Savalos' shot is turned aside by Krauthammer. Grinelli picks it up, looking up ice. Has time, enters, poked off his stick by Savalos. A big play for the Friars, but he can't settle it. Now the Knights re-enter. Grinelli pulls up. Kodrag gets tied up. Battle for possession. Friars can't settle it. Schendorf, up and out. Kemley has it up the wall. Comes back in, Grinelli battling for it. Sent towards the slot. Turnover force, shot first, turned aside. Joe Rocca, lead pass, strong play, delayed penalty. 2-on-1 for the Friars. Back check takes that away, shot, save! Krauthammer. Puck is loose, empty net, extra attacker. That one set behind the net by Rocca. We get a whistle, a stoppage, and the Knights have drawn a penalty, 8:18 remaining. So Brian Prang heads to the box, the call on the ice. Currently, it's 2-minute minor. Tripping is the call. And now the Knights on the kill. Schendorf in the dot, being rewarded for all of his hard work on that first goal. D to D, Terry pulls up, steps in, pass to Nealon in the corner, curling, pulls up again. Left wing half wall, looking cross ice, pass, deflected. Coyle gets the clear. Chasing after it, Salva. Monteleone races to angle him off the puck. And the puck comes to Jack Mancini. He collects it. Lead pass. Coyle gets a stick on it. Nealon can't settle it. Puck enters the zone, leaves as quickly as it enters. Ends up going all the way down. Monteleone on it. Salva pressuring. Mancini has it. And now the Friars heading up ice. Entering. Pulling up. Fires. Shot glances off the shoulder. A great save for Krauthammer. Drops it off. Nealon with possession. Cohen ties him up. Schendorf takes the puck. Walks in pass. Back door. They score. No! What? Jason Krauthammer with the denial. Shot from the point redirected. And I thought for sure, even with the having to settle that puck, that was going in. Comes out in front. Monteleone held in at the line. Mancini walks in, looks, fires, shot, save. And we're going to roll the replay on this one because as you can see here, Schendorf collecting that puck in the corner. Cohen ties up his man. He walks in. Fires that first shot. Oh, fires the pass, and oh, no, he did not. Oh, I really thought that was going in. Tough break for Brady Monteleone. A nice play by Schendorf. A good look for Monteleone. Just couldn't capitalize that time. Friars now have 35 seconds remaining on the kill. The face-off has been won by Justinek. Forcing Terry to the outside. Poke check. Breaks up the play. Friars defenseman chips it off the wall. Zach Sorrell collects, enters, pulls up, the outside, cutting in, backhand, poke free, shot, save, rebound. The Friars! They thought they found the back of the net. But right now it appears there's going to be a defensive zone draw. Jason Krauthammer again, and let's see how it happens this time because you have Zach Sorrell coming in. He's looked great in transition. He's got great speed. He comes in on the backhand, puts it on net. So he ends up colliding with Krauthammer. Puck is pushed in. It's under his pad, but you can't see where it is. So the officials have no choice but to determine that's no goal. It doesn't matter if it might have crossed the line. If you can't see it, if you don't have definitive proof as the on-ice official, not even looking at our replays, the on-ice official, our replays are not reviewable. You can't wave that one off. So a tough break for the Friars, a nice play. And now O'Doherty has possession, pass to the wall, and then a turnover. Knights heading up ice, the penalty's expired. Jesse Lemza walks in, fires, shot is blocked. Tied up by Terry. Puck ends up in the corner. Knights battling for it. Sorrell, lead pass, comes to Catallo. He enters, pulls up, fires, shot off the blocker of Krauthammer. Denying the Knight. Fine. The Knights netminders denying the Friars time and time again, and now Lemza heading in against Mancini. Pass to Granelli, pulls up, slips through, poke check. Lemza tries to settle it. Mancini gets it up and not out. Lost his stick, gets it back, pass across, comes to McGrain, walks in, can't get the shot off. Kemley has it. Friars tied up, trying to get free. Heads up ice. Pass comes to Maximus Hudzinski. Re-enters, O'Doherty, pass to Kemley. Knights trying to settle it, stay on sides, they do. Puck comes to Granelli. Tries to slip it past Mancini, he breaks up the play. Correction, that's actually Joe Rocca, 92. Mancini, the defenseman behind the play, and now Rocca getting to work along the wall, but the puck leaves his own Friars in the middle of the change. Daniel Savalos will pick that one up, looks D to D, has Michael Catazone on the other side of it. Correction, that might actually be, can't make out the number if that's 43 or 47 from here. I believe that's actually Terry. Puck comes up, out, as Monty tries to chip it in. Play is broken up as the Friars re-enter. No Catazone tonight as that one sent across. I believe I've mentioned his name by accident before then, but nonetheless, sent towards the slot. Play is broken up. Lemza, lead pass, blocked. Nice zone entry denial by Terry. Now lead pass to Savalos, coming in. Pulls up, walks in, fires it towards the net, but that's deflected. Sattler collects. Monteleone on the forecheck. There's a whistle here. as Maximus Hudzinski gets up and heads to the bench. 4:18 remaining in the period. As it stands, this game will require overtime. Face off in the right wing dot of the Knight zone. Monteleone in the dot. Matched up against Coyle. Face off, one forward. Knights look to get it up, they chip it out. Racing after it. 2-on-1 developing. Terry on the back check. Gets in the passing lanes. Doesn't make it on net. Net is off as Savalos crashed into it. You want to get back and help your goaltender. Obviously, did not go the way he intended that time. Face-off has come out. Face-off tied up. Ends up being one forward by the Friars. Stefan Hudzinski walks in, poked off a stick, comes out to the point, shot, turned aside, kick save, comes out along the wall. Salva battling against Azzariti, and the Friars come away with it. Curling in the corner, comes to Mancini. Under pressure from the captain, Hudzinski. Escapes, makes the lead pass to Nealon, cross to Azzariti, enters, pulls up, cross, Sorrell, can't handle it, and ends up back with the Knights. Mancini breaks up the lead pass intended for Salva. Now he'll enter himself, pulls up, curling, looking to the point, pat behind O'Doherty, but he settles it. Walks in, fires, blocker to side, puck remains in play. O'Doherty gets it back, pulls up, fires. Puck is loose in the slot, but the Knights get the clear. Sends up, down, Salva gets a stick on it. O'Doherty boxes him out. Sends that into the opposite corner, Mancini. And now the Friars looking for a clear. Nealon under pressure. Walks in, looking, fires, kicked out, comes out to the line, Schendorf. Pulls up, escapes one defender, can't get the shot off. Knights have it. Heading up ice now. Terry, keeping praying to the outside. O'Doherty knocks puck free. Schendorf pulls up beneath the goal line. Looking across, past the point. Aspromonte enters, pulls up to Leon, to the slot, shot, save. Puck is loose, Krauthammer covers. Face off, ends up on net. Catalo in the dot. Face off is won by the Knights. They send it up the wall. Kemley has it, looking up ice. Comes to Brunelli, partial breakaway. Terry ties him up. No penalty on the play. Lemza battling for it. Catalo comes away with a good defensive play. Sattler holds it in at the line. Kemley pass to beneath the goal line. Play is broken up by a sliding Savalos. Puck comes to the point. Sattler, shot, blocked. Second attempt, blocked, poked out. Now it comes to the captain, Monteleone, coming in 2-on-1 with Catalo. Pass across, shot, scores! And the Friars retake the lead. Louis Catalo IV with the go-ahead goal. And what a beautiful pass by Brady Monteleone. He comes in 2-on-1. He's got that back checker on him. Just great awareness, making that pass right before they get back. Krauthammer has to slide across. He's already been drawn out of his net by Monteleone because you're coming out to take the shot. What a great play. What a shot. What a goal. Knights call call a timeout. And right now, Knights and Friars. Timeout is called by the Knights. Apologies, said the Friars up there for a second. And as it stands, Olmsnider and Krauthammer trading saves for the most part here. They've been tremendous. You've gotten some great play from James Schendorf, some excellent play from Brady Monteleone, some excellent play from Louis Catala IV. Right now, Knights trying to find the back of the net, looking to tie this game, and right now the go-ahead goal from Louis Catala IV, and he's been tremendous for them this year, spent last season with the Rhode Island Saints, playing in the Northeast Pack. That's travel. But irregardless, it's been a great addition for this Friars squad this season. Krauthammer heads back out to the net. The timeout is over, and right now, if you are Kings Park Commack, you gotta win this draw here. You gotta secure possession, because if you don't, well, that's just gonna take away from the time you have to get Krauthammer out of your net, get your extra attacker on, and start getting to work in the offensive zone. But they won the draw, good job by them there. Cohen has it, looking to move it up ice. Friars aggressive in transition, trying to prevent them from getting across the red line, but first chips it in. Krauthammer heads to the bench. An empty net for the Knights. But the Friars, O'Doherty has it beneath the goal line, under pressure. Moves it to Terry. Looking to get it up and out. Held in by Cohen initially. Glove down. Friars battling for it. Curry gets out of the zone. Krauthammer went to the bench initially, came back, and now Brunelli re-enters, and now they call him. Shot goes wide again. Krauthammer was standing at the hash marks behind the play. My apologies for not catching that sooner. Comes the first shot. Deflected. Salva has it. Sent towards the net. Cleared up. Out. Puck is rolling. It's not going to reach the goal line. Monteleone racing after. Picks it up. Shot. Can't get the empty netter. Trying to pin that one beneath the goal line. Can't. First. Headmans it to Salva. Lemza knocked off his stick. Curry picks it up in his skates. Pass to Lemza. Monteleone forces him to pull up. Comes back in. Across the red line. Enters the zone. Shot is blocked. Brunelli in the corner. Friars send it up and not out. Looking to reset along the wall first. Time is running out. 15 seconds remaining. It's do or die for the Knights. Kemley. Shot. Blocked by Nealon. Second attempt. Makes his way through. Shot. Turned aside by Olmsnider. Puck is loose. Comes back to Kemley. This might be the last shot they get. Nealon blocks it. They're diving on the puck. They get the clear. The Knights can not make the comeback. It's a final score of 2-1 in favor of the Friars. Their first win against KPC this season. What a thriller. A 2-1 victory. Louis Catala IV with the game-winning goal as the Friars move to 16. Apologies, misspoke there. 13-5-1. And the Knights end up dropping just their second game in regulation this year. They move to 12-2-3-2. Thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Don't forget to follow the @LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all these game news, recaps, highlights, and analysis. And don't forget to check out the LI Hockey website, where we are routinely doing all of our articles on Suffolk game recaps, Nassau game recaps, as well as the upcoming playoffs in both leagues. Have a great night, everyone. Final score 2-1 in favor of the Friars.